like I said, there has been some beef. There has been some infighting within, I guess, the red pill space or whatever you want to call this space at this point, because I don't know where Nick Fuentes fits in all of this. Anyway, him and Sneako are currently beefing, right? Thank you, Andre. I appreciate you. So him and Sneako are currently beefing because if you guys recall, I made a post on Tuesday, I believe, where Sneako got banned on Kick. And if you guys do not know why he got banned on Kick, he got banned because he went on this website called Monkey. It's one of those video chat websites, all right? And he was talking to a girl, and apparently she flashed him, and Kick banned him for like a day or something like that. He is now unbanned. But Nick Fuentes heard this news, and he thought it was funny, and that pissed Sneako off. So that is what we are going to go over today. So let's just go into Nick Fuentes' reaction to Sneako getting banned. And keep in mind, they're supposed to be friends. They're supposed to be cool. They're supposed to be tight. All right, so this is, again, Nick Fuentes reacting to Sneako getting banned from Kick.
Look it up. Oh no. 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 Oh no. Oh no. 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 That's terrible. Oh, you hate to see it. Oh, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. You hate to see that. Oh man, you hate to see that. Isn't that terrible? Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, you hate to see it. No. Oh, that's funny. No, it's terrible.
Okay, so that is quite a maniacal laugh. That laugh is crazy. That is not a laugh that you would have if something unfortunate happened to your friend, essentially. Can you all agree with that in the chat? Like, if you had a friend, someone that you genuinely consider a friend, and they got banned off of a streaming platform where they make their money, do you think that you would laugh at them if you are indeed their friend? Yeah, the answer is no. Even I will have to say, even I was a little confused when I saw Nick Fuentes laughing this hard at Sneako being banned, because I'm like, damn, you should have some sort of sympathy, especially when Nick Fuentes has been banned on literally every platform that you can imagine. The only platforms where he's not banned, I think, are Rumble and Kick at this point. So yeah, and also, I think Sneako introduced Nick Fuentes to Aiden, and Aiden helped get Nick Fuentes set up on Kick. I don't know how, I don't know why, considering Aiden is Jewish and Nick Fuentes hates Jewish people, but that's neither here nor there. My point is, this was weird. All right. So that's that. I saw that, very confused. Then, oh shit, I totally forgot about this video. So this is a video of Nick Fuentes making fun of Sneako. I think he was reciting some sort of prayer out of the Quran or something. I'm not sure. But this is Nick Fuentes making fun of Sneako.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in Gooba dooba dee doo doo la di da boo boo gooby goobu yasi yaka yabi gooba boo Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin Iyaka na'budu wa Adooba dooba doo. That's my favorite part. Yabba dabba dooba 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 gooba. And we're rocking with that. And we're rocking with that one. Dude, just become Catholic. Y'all are doing too much. You're doing too much, my brother. You're doing too much. You are from New York. Alhamdulillah.
Yikes. Again, one more time. If Nick Fuentes was a real friend to Sneako, I don't understand why you would mock him. He's mocking him. He's laughing at the fact that he got banned. Obviously, there is some sort of tension between the two. So then Sneako makes a video basically responding to Nick Fuentes. Let's see what he has to say.
What that is. Trying to redirect the followers to be like, fuck Sneako. Sneako's a Sneako.
Woo! Hey. Whoa there, buddy. Whoa. You didn't have to say all that now.
That's what this is. Making the faces, making the jokes, doing the laughing. That's why. Anyone saying like, oh, it's just clip warming, it's a joke. That's disingenuous. I don't believe it. Okay? If you want to do the war, like, dude, I really don't care. I want to start making good content again. What do you think a war is posting memes back and forth? These people, they always talk about their ancestors in the Roman Empire putting on the helmets and shields and going into battle. War now is incels posting racist memes. Is that it? This is warfare going on? Saying Sneako, he's an Asian Jew?
But isn't Sneako also an incel that loves to post racist memes? So what are you talking about? You literally were doing that like last month. What are you talking about? This is why people do not take Sneako seriously. Because he was literally just doing the same thing. Guys, if you watched my last video when I was talking about Sneako and I posted that racist image of it was basically a black guy and two Jewish doctors, and they were putting fried chicken in the black dude's like brain, so that all basically insinuating that, you know, the Jews control black people and they're making them think that all they want is fried chicken and violence and blah blah blah. Yeah, he literally just posted that shit like a month ago. You do the same thing. What are you talking about?
Then fine, bro. What do you want? You want us to go back and forth and post memes? I don't want to do that.
A changed man? Yeah, okay.
I'm here to we're gonna have a good stream plan today. We're gonna have a good stream plan tomorrow. And I don't think my friends should be farming clout off of my downfall. This is probably one of the most difficult times of my career. I'm not exaggerating. Anybody here who's seen what's going on can agree with that. It's been extremely difficult. But this all started when I said that I don't think that people should put their race first. That's why this all is. Everybody is trying to figure out, like, Sneako's crashing out. Give me a reason why. People are upset that I said God comes first, not your ethnicity. That's it. That's why people are mad at me. Even over here, you see Sonny over here. So he's calling Sonny Faz a race traitor because Sonny's a Muslim now. So they call, like, Islam a desert religion, even though Christianity is also a desert religion. They think Jesus.
Who says that? Who says that? Because I mean, that is actually true. Christianity would also be technically a desert religion. I've never even heard of that terminology before.
In a football jersey and drinking beer. No, Jesus wore a thobe and sandals. Jesus was from the Middle East. Like, what do you think your religion is? You think it started on the golf course with Trump? You think Jesus was singing rap? Like drinking the wine and eating the. What, do you think Jesus would go USA, USA, USA? No. He's from the Middle East. Like, and I say this and they get mad. And so this is the quote. He's trying to redirect this, and he knows what he's doing. He's redirecting his followers. That's what they do. And so people are gonna say it's because you're snaking. It's because like you sold out to the Jews, which is just, what are you talking about? We both collab with Jews. You have friends that are Zionists. Oh, it's very stupid.
What's up, Mr.
I had a
KP?
dinner with two rabbis, and one rabbi is publicly calling me an anti-Semite right now. You can't win with these people.
I mean, look, wait, hold on, time out. Just because you have a dinner with a rabbi, that doesn't mean that you're not an anti-Semite. Most of the that you say is indeed anti-Semitic. So yeah, just because I had a dinner with you, that's not gonna change anything. Be like, oh, well, he sat down with me, so yeah, he can't be anti-Semitic. There's no way in hell. We broke bread together. That's the dumbest logic that I've ever heard before in my goddamn life. That's dumb. Why would you even think that? Oh, wait. You know why Sneako probably thinks that? You know why he has that train of thought? Because he was supposedly friends with Nick Fuentes when he is a fucking white supremacist. Okay? Now, this should be common sense, Sneako. I don't know why he thought that in the first place. And this is the main reason why their relationship is crumbling now. Because at the end of the day, in Nick Fuentes' perfect world, you do not exist. You are coming out of a biracial relationship. Sneako is half Haitian and half Filipino, I think, or some sort of other Asian, whatever. In his perfect world, you do not exist. Jesus Christ. Let's continue.
So if you want to call Sonny a race traitor, you want to call it, I really don't care. I think the true colors have been revealed, and that's not what true friends do. It has nothing to do with Christianity, Islam. I really don't want my community to be redirecting that. I think it's just a waste of energy.
Gee. The racist Nazi turned against me. Shocked Shocked, I tell you. Shocked. Sneako, you're not white, bro. These people are not your friends. He is not your friend. He's not your friend. You should not be surprised. Like, damn, you might as well be in these goddamn white supremacist chat with Myron at this point.
You know, what a friend does. Would you do this to your friend? You're so gay. Oh, suck it up. I mean, there's a clear lack of respect. This wouldn't happen to Tate, for example. He wouldn't do that because he still seems like there's something to gain there. What happened to Myron? Because there's more respect for Myron. There's a lack of respect for me. And I'm not going to be a stepping stone. Like, I'm here to be someone's friend. I'm not here to be a stepping stone for the career. I feel like Sarah Safari, after all this shit, like, what, you guys know, do you know how much of, like, it comes off bitter to have to state all the things that I've done for the America First movement? Because you guys all know, but let me clear it for the people that have no idea what this is. America First movement is the only movement that I see where people are trying to get Israel out of American politics. And that affects me. I want to free Palestine. I don't want...
Yeah, but they also want your biracial ass out of here too, stupid. I don't understand. Do you think it would stop there? If they were successful, you would be next, you moron, you asshat. You would be next. None of these are not your allies. Just because all of you agree and dislike the Jews, that does not make you friends, stupid.
The ADL will be censoring everything I do. So I support that. I spoke at the rally. I went to the event. I got punched. I brought Nick on Fresh and Fit. I introduced Nick to Aiden Ross. I told Andrew Tate when I met him about Nick Fuentes 2 years ago. I brought Nick Fuentes on Adam 22 No Jumper. How much, dude?
That's your dumbass fault. No one told you to do that.
Nick in a group chat with Bradley Martin, and now he's gonna get that podcast. I helped him become mainstream again. I have a chipped tooth. I had to get it replaced because when the security guard sabotaged the event of something I cared about.
How is he still lying about this today? Today. We all saw Sneako put his hands on the security guard. He took his hat off. So after he flipped off his hat, he got Falcon punched. And you deserved it. That was your fault, bro. What are you talking about? To this day, guys, that happened during the goddamn summer. And he's still lying about it to this day. That's crazy. It was the win, true. Put the shirt on, Watts. I gotta go get it.
I stood up for it. I got punched. And the lack of respect is incredible to me. If that happened to any of my friends, any of my allies, I would never do that. That's not being sensitive. That's not being a crybaby. That's just basic respect. No, you got. But I'm just joking. What the fuck? What's the joke? What is?
You can tell he was hurt by this.
Funny about that.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he was so hurt. But you know what? If I'm being like totally honest with you, if you think about it, it is a little bit funny. It's a little bit funny. What? So like, what was it? Monday he got banned from YouTube. Tuesday he got banned from Twitch, and then Wednesday he got banned from Kick. Like, he was on a roll. Like, I thought he was on a mission. I thought he was trying to set a new world record. I didn't know I thought he was doing this on purpose, like dead ass. And it's your fault that you thought a white supremacist was your friend. Moron. Oh my gosh. Jesus.
After all.
Let's see, what's the next clip? Oh, and basically in this clip, Nick Fuentes is explaining why he has a problem with Sneako currently. And I think this has something to do with the podcast that they were supposed to be on or something like that. So Sneako, for those of you that do not know, Sneako was supposed to be on a podcast with Nick Fuentes, Myron, and some other guy. The four of them were supposed to do a podcast together. They were just going to talk about the same red pill that they've been talking about this entire time. Just with added like more anti-Semitism. That's all. That's what that podcast was going to be about. Let's get into it.
Last month, Myron Banks from Fresh and Fit came up with the
Myron Banks? Who the hell is Myron Banks? You mean Myron Gaines, or as Moosey likes to call him, Myron Gaines?
The idea for the four of us to do a podcast. Me, Myron, Sneako, and Elijah Schaefer. So Myron cooked up the idea. He called me, I think, after the first presidential debate. And he said, hey, I have an idea if I were going to take over the internet. I said, yeah, hit me with it. He goes, we're going to do a podcast. I got a name. It's called Controlled Chaos. You, me, Sneako, Elijah. He said, and the reason why it's going to be successful is because it's so many diverse perspectives. He goes, I'm black, Sneako's Muslim, you're a Christian, Elijah's white. He goes, we all kind of agree, but we also have differences of opinion. He goes, it'll be great. I said, yeah, it's a great idea. So we scheduled it for late September. The deadline came and went. We were all kind of busy. And we tabled it. We got together in a group chat. We said, okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do it at Myron's studio, this. The date was like September 27th. We were all pretty busy. So we all just kind of forgot about it. We're in a group chat. Then in the middle of October, 2 weeks ago, Sneako restarts the conversation. Okay, not me, not Myron, not Elijah. Sneako jumps in and says, hey guys, let's get the ball rolling again. Because again, we planned it for late September. We all just kind of forgot about it. We were too busy. We tabled it. 2 weeks ago, in mid-October, Sneako jumps in and says, hey, let's do the podcast. Everybody goes, okay, sure, let's do it. So we planned it for this coming Sunday. That was going to be the day. This coming Sunday is when we were going to shoot it. And everyone's in the group chat planning it out. Okay, whose studio? We're going to do it with Elijah. We're going to do it at Myron's. Elijah spent thousands of dollars to prepare. He spent thousands of dollars on graphics, on the studio, on all this. Out of pocket. I book my flight. I book a hotel. And this is like a busy time for me. It's in the build up to the election. I say, I'll take the weekend off to fly out to do the show. We're making all these preparations. And then at the beginning of the week, we go, hey, is everybody confirmed? Are we good for this weekend? Elijah, yep. Myron, yep. Me, yep. I got my tickets all ready to go. We don't hear from Sneako. We go, hey, Sneako, are you going to do it? No response. Next day, hey, Sneako, you going to do it? No response. Then, after I think I called him out for something else on like Monday. I think I said, we're not hearing from him on Monday. He texts me the clip during my show. I reply, I'm like, hey, are you good for this weekend? He doesn't reply.
All right. Look, Jesus Christ, I really don't want to agree with a white supremacist. But to Nick's point, yes, that is very frustrating. When you brought up the podcast, when we all stopped talking about it, you brought it up and you said, hey, so are we really doing this? Like, you started the conversation again. But now that everybody's starting to make plans, you want to back out of it. So yes, I can see how that would be frustrating, but also to me, that is not surprising considering how flaky Sneako is. So, and he constantly is changing. He's a pancake, constantly flipping, constantly changing his ideologies, constantly changing his opinions, and apparently constantly changing content plans.
Then after my stream, I go in the group chat. I'm like, hey guys, Sneako, we just need to know, you could do it, you could not do it, but thumbs up, thumbs down, are you in or you out? He goes, no, I can't do it. And then he goes on stream and says, I can't do it because it's bad for my career. He goes,
okay, if he really said that, that's crazy. If he really said it would be bad for my career, that is wild. So Sneako is constantly, he's been pissed off because a lot of the fans that he's gotten, like from, Nick Fuentes' platform and the Fresh and Fit platform, they've all been attacking Sneako, calling him a Jew and a Jew lover and all this other crap. Probably because of this, because this is what happens when you grift. You can't act one way a certain day and then act a different way another day. It doesn't work that way, man. Like, you were literally just talking, you used to constantly talk about the Jew. I mean, you still do. But you used to spew the same crap that Nick Fuentes would say, that Myron would say. So why now all of a sudden this would be a bad look for your career? Now you want to worry about your career? Yeah, now you know why they're like, your quote fans are essentially calling you Jew boy and Jew lover, which is kind of funny.
Bad for my career, it's not a good look. And it's like, okay, so 2 weeks ago, you wanted to get the ball rolling. You proposed that we should do the podcast. We all got together to do it. We all, Elijah paid money. I paid money.
What's up,
we're all getting set up. We're ready to go. It's less than a week away. And he goes ghost. Like, he quietly decides he's going to bail. Doesn't tell anybody. Ignores us when we ask. And then finally he goes, oh yeah, I'm not going to go. And the best part is he doesn't even make up an excuse. He doesn't even say like, oh, it's a bad timing, maybe some other time. Because that's like, what a polite person would do. They'd propose an alternative date. He jumps in and says, no, it's bad for my career. Like, you might as well just say, no, I need to sell out. No, sorry, it's not going to, I won't be able to make money if I do this. Like, just say less. I mean, hey, and to his credit, at least it's honest. He goes, yeah, it's bad for my career. It's like, So that happened.
Okay, but on Sneako's part, his train of thinking, I will say this, Sneako isn't wrong. He's not wrong. Yes, it's going to affect him making money for sure. And he probably knows that making a podcast with those three individuals would be very risky because they aren't going to get sponsors from it. And they're not going to have, like, that podcast is all of that equipment, like all their time, energy, all that is going to come straight out of their own pockets because they're not going to make money from it. They're not. You guys know the type of things that they would be talking about on that podcast and the type of content that they would be making. No one is going to support them. They aren't going to get money from it, like, at all. So, I mean, to Sneako's point, it really wouldn't be beneficial for him. Like, he has a negative perception with the general public anyway, right? So this would probably just make it worse. This wouldn't help him, like, in any way. But again, this is why, like, Nick and his fans are calling Sneako a sellout, because he's thinking about money. Yeah, you know what? As he should. As all of you should be thinking about money. Maybe if Fresh and Fit were thinking about money, they wouldn't have been kicked off of YouTube. Okay, well, I'm sorry, the partner program, whatever. But that's how they made their money. That's how they made the majority of their money.
On Tuesday. That's the context. So then, because he's got his YouTube, he's got his Twitch.
Oh, okay. So, so now I'm thinking, because Sneako thought he was unbanned, he thought he was good on Twitch and YouTube. So maybe that is the reason why he said, you know what, I'm not going to risk it. I don't want to do this podcast because it's going to hurt my chances of me staying on that platform. At least he's thinking about himself and his well-being. Good.
A better deal came along. He was going to do the show with us. Then a better deal came along. You know, he wasn't getting so much action. He said, hey, guys, let's get the ball rolling. Let's do the podcast. Then his Twitch got unbanned. Then his YouTube got unbanned. Then a better offer came along. He said, you know what, guys? Sorry, things are now going well for me. I'm going to bail, actually.
Okay, so that's a good point. That was a good clip. Oh, God. All right, so, and then apparently, Myron and Sneako had a conversation about this in a separate Twitter space.
You and a few others are the only crazy ones that do it.
Yeah, Byron, do you think it's funny that I got banned?
No, I'm fucking pissed off, bro.
Okay, do you think that it's something to joke about?
Different people have different senses of humor, but I mean, like I said
that's
before.
what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's the difference. That's why I said this on the phone to you yesterday. Myron, since I've met him, is one of the only loyal people in the industry. Is one of the only people that I know I can count on. That is on my side, right? I can't say the same about pretty much anybody else in the industry. I don't think nobody comes to mind, and that because we have something in common. Like, we both want to wake men up. We both want to get Israel out of America. We're both Muslim at the end of the day. We're both.
Is Myron Muslim, though? Because he never claims that. Is he?
Brown. We're both fucking at the end of the day.
Hey, God damn it. Stop saying that. Why? Why do you have to drop the hard R? Why? Stop it. Damn it.
Yeah, but I also understand the need to unite with others that might not share the same religion and or skin color to reach more people. And we all have a common goal here. You know what I mean? And I think, you know, arguing over little things here or there, yes, there are differences.
One more time.
At the end of the day.
One more time. I got to hear that again.
Understand the need to unite with others that might not share the same religion and or skin color to reach more people.
He understands the need to unite with others that may not be of the same religion or the same skin tone. Myron, I don't know how else to tell you this, man. I've been saying... Let me help you. Myron, white people that are in white supremacist groups are not going to accept you, okay? You are never going to be accepted. You are black at the end of the day. To them, you are black. You are never going to be accepted. They don't like you. They don't want you in their spaces. There is no uniting. All right? Well, yeah, we need to unite. Why? You're uniting with people that literally do not like you. After you unite and you hypothetically get rid of the Jewish community, You're next. They're going to want to send your ass on a boat back to where you came. You are absolutely next. They don't care about you. At the end of the day, you are a means to an end. That's it. Stop trying to be accepted by these people. They don't like you. You have the same thought process as them, but they don't even like you. So you know what that tells me? Myron doesn't like himself either. Which is that is a sad world to live in.
And we all have a common goal here. You know what I mean? And I think, you know, arguing over little things here or there, yes, there are differences. Yes, there are different ideals. But I think arguing over that or fighting over that takes away from the big picture here, man. Christians are an ally in this fight, bro. The Groypers
Then you should tell them that.
Fight.
Then you should tell them that, because I've given so many opportunities to so many Christians. I've given so many platforms to all these people. I've supported a lot of this movement, people that don't agree with me so much for 2 years straight. I've looked at the different side of Trump and I said, look, like maybe he's going to help. And you see what he says about Muslims. I've tried with countless other white Christians to do this. And they end up saying things publicly. They end up, you know, finding division. They end up like everything that you've seen. They always end up turning, because at the end of the day, we're not the same. And we have different objectives.
Yeah,
and different
but bro,
goals.
that's some of them. That's not all of them, bro. Like I'm telling
It's
you,
all
like,
of them. It's all of them.
Yeah.
It's all of them.
I don't know about
There's
that.
Can you tell me one?
Nick, bro, Nick supports us. Like, bro, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, Nick.
Myron wants to fuck Nick Fuentes so bad that he's not even hearing Sneako right now. Sneako is talking about Nick. This entire time he's saying, yo, this person is laughing at me for getting banned. Like, I'm being laughed at right now. This is not a friend. And then here's Myron saying, Nick supports us? Fucking stupid.
Look, he's a Catholic. Obviously, he wants to protect his race and stuff like that. But yo, like he can go ahead and have his goals.
Wants to protect his race and get rid of all of the other races. Okay.
We have ours. At the end of the day, we have a very similar goal. We need to get the occupation of a foreign government the fuck out of here. That's the main thing.
Right. I mean, we could yap about that. We could talk about it on a podcast. But at the end of the day, like white supremacist Christians, not specifically Nick, they don't want they wouldn't even let us be in office. They don't want Muslims to even be politics.
Who cares about them? Who cares about
So
those
then how
guys?
are we going to do it? Okay, what's bigger than a podcast is getting things signed and getting people in office and getting people in power. They don't want us in power.
Again, that's why I think this podcast is so important. It's going to be very powerful for people to see people from different backgrounds, right? You're Haitian and Asian. I'm Sudanese. Nick is Italian and Mexican. Elijah.
It's not going to make a difference. And nothing is going to happen with this podcast. At all. You are going to, which you are literally going to have to do. Because you obviously can't post this anywhere besides Rumble. Maybe Kick, but I doubt even Kick would allow some of this shit that you guys say. But yeah, man, you are essentially going to have to find another way to get some form of money, like whether it's via donations or whatever, because the podcast isn't going to do anything. Talking about it's going to make a difference. How? You're already saying the same. You're just going to be saying the same with 3 other guys. You already talk about everything, and you aren't making a difference by yourself. What difference is it going to make if you get 3 other like-minded people to do the same? It's not going to make a difference.
Is white. Like, it's going to be extremely powerful for people to see people of different skin color, different backgrounds, different religions sitting together and having a very serious conversation on what's going on. It won't just be talking about Zionism and stuff like that. It'll be talking about other stuff too. And
okay, well, Nick and Elijah will tell you that you should not ever be president because you're a brown Muslim.
But at the end of the day, I do think Nick and Elijah are allies, and I think we're stronger together than we are apart, because the enemy wants us apart. That's exactly what they fucking want.
All right, well, Elijah's publicly saying on Twitter right now that it's sold out to the Jews.
I'm going to talk to him.
Okay, it's hard to find an ally who says that you sold your soul and all this stuff. Like, what do you think? Like, what are we going to talk about? Like, would you ever say that about, would you ever publicly tweet, like, especially right now, after all, I just got banned on 3 platforms. He said, yeah,
he could have went about it better.
He said, Sneako cooked to the Jews for money. Please repent and turn to God. Sneako wants to appease his new Jewish masters for quick money. He was clear on that shit. He thinks he can rebrand. Let me read it. He thinks he can rebrand his image by submitting to pedophile big tech Zionist demigods. He no longer cares about free speech. Sneako's only in it for the bag. It's grotesque, honestly. That's how
Why would you time out? Why would you want him to make a podcast with someone that says that about him? Why would you? I don't blame Sneako for not wanting to do the podcast now. What the what is going on? He said all of that. You expect Sneako to be like, oh, nah, man, it's not even like that. I'll still do the podcast with you guys. Myron, you're delusional. No, and you are also you're also a friend, because if Sneako is your friend, you would say to Elijah, like, yo, bro, chill. You would defend your friend. But it's funny because you're always saying how different content creators like Abba and Preach or Playback, when they used to be Playback, Myron would always say that they sit on the fence. They don't stand for anything. Well, you are constantly sitting on the fence when it comes to your friends. You can't sit on multiple dicks at the same time, Myron. You gotta pick one. You didn't defend Fresh, and you're not defending Sneako right now, not properly anyway. Because if we being honest, all these people Myron be hella dick riding. Like, it's true. It is true. He be riding that shit like a cow, like the cowgirl that he is.
something that an ally says? That sounds like a hit piece.
Yeah, again, I don't that wasn't the best way to go about it. He probably doesn't know what you're dealing with behind the scenes because you haven't spoken to him.
And he didn't try. And he didn't try. He went publicly. I'm telling you, bro, like, these people will never be allies, bro.
Thank you.
An ally doesn't write a hit piece on you when you're at your lowest moment career-wise. That's a clear sign. It's like, okay, to try to make amends, it's like as silly as Aiden saying, oh, you and XQC could be buddy-buddy now. This dude is trying to get me banned on Twitch. He would be happy if I died. He would be happy if I had no bank account. And you want me to be friends with these people?
Well, not XQC because he's a but I mean, the Elijah situation, I don't think he knows what's going on.
It doesn't matter. Sneako is right. You're never going to be friends, man. Like, they are never going to be allies. People that say that shit about you, these people that you think are your allies, they're not really your allies at the end of the day. Like I said, and a means to an end. It's just amazing how he's this stupid. How he's this dumb. Never would I ever trust somebody that hates any person of color. Do you know why? Because I am also a person of color. Like, what does your delusional ass, do you really think, oh no, I'm different. He's gonna like me because I think like, you fucking idiot.
Try to do that. He just said, I sold out to the Jews. It's grotesque, and I'm only in it for the bag. If he publicly thinks at my lowest moment that I sold my soul and I'm only in it for the bag, how am I supposed to create a friendship and alliance?
Facts.
I would never say that to you. I would never say that to Warner. I would never say it to Sonny, AO, H2, the people. I would never do that.
I will tell you off of the space. I'll tell you off the space what's going on. I'll tell you. I don't want to say
they're doing it for clips. They're doing it for attention.
There is no doing it off of it. And first of all, don't be a little puss. Say it right here. Don't be a little bitch. Say it. What's the issue? And honestly, there is no justifying what they said against Sneako. Like, there's no justifying it at all. They obviously don't like him. So why would Sneako want to do a podcast with these people?
No, none of that.
He don't like you, dummy. Thank you.
I don't want to derail this space. I know you're obviously talking with some people and everything else.
You could say it, bro. They already went public.
No.
Puss.
All right. Well, I mean, at this point, like, me personally, I would not start a podcast.
Appreciate you, Andre.
Thinking besides about Elijah, anybody, if I'm starting a podcast, I'm not starting, my co-host is not going to be someone who I think is only in it for money and sold out to the Jews. How could you base a podcast, a business relationship on that frame?
On that point, I will most definitely agree with Sneako, because why would you expect for me to be friends with people that talk shit about me just because we have some of the same ideals? No, at the end of the day, these are not my friends. Like, no, they obviously don't like me. So why am I going to be on a podcast with these people that laugh when I get demonetized, that say I'm only in it for the money, you know? But yeah, I agree. This whole beef is stupid on both sides. All this shit is dumb. So dumb. But you know what? I love the infighting. I do. You know why? Because it makes for great content. It makes for great content. Cue Bone Thugs and Harmony, goddammit. I need that song on my soundboard. That's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, makes for great content for me. But yeah, this is, at the end of the day, this is stupid. I will say I'm glad that Sneako is waking up and he is realizing that these people are not his allies. They're not. They will never be your allies. Like he said to them, you're only going to be an N-word, and that's it. That's all. That's all you're ever gonna be. But Myron doesn't understand that. He is extremely delusional. And he just wants to be accepted by his white daddies and mommies so bad to the point where he will sit there and be called a sand N-word and just take it. Yeah, I don't know. But that's what's going on with Nick Fuentes and Sneako. Yeah, I do not know if they are ever going to be friends again. But in all honesty, I don't give a